What's good, fellow spirits? Welcome to another reading. Tis I, Spirit Guru, connecting you with the Guru within you. This will be another blanket, or what am I trying to say? Collective reading. This will be a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you're a Leo or a fellow fire sign, you may tend to resonate more, but again, you don't have to be. I believe you're seeing this video when you're meant to. So let's get into it. Oh, I already got one coming up. Here we go. So I do a quick past, present, future readings, and then we do some clarifiers. Also, if you want a personal reading, all the information is in the description. Just hit me up and we'll get you going. So for the first card, we got the Three of Pentacles. So that's your recent past. Let me go ahead and pull the first three so we can get started. Spirit, speak to me, speak through me, show me what I need to see. Speak to me, speak through me, show me what I need to see. Oh, wow. Okay, now I got the Nine of Swords. Okay, this is already making sense and hitting home, honestly. And don't worry, it's not a bad thing. It's a needed thing. Let's get the last card here. Spirit, speak to me, show me what I need to see. Spirit, speak to me. Oh yeah, the last card is the Hierophant. Okay. All right. So, this is definitely telling a story of definitely something that I can relate to. Let's see if you guys can. I feel like recently in the recent past, you have come into contact with some like-minded people that could be actually in person. That could happen to be somebody you met at work or a job if you work around people. It could be an online community, but somehow, some way, you are connecting with other minds who think like you, have a similar worldview, and more importantly than anything, more important than anything, similar goals. So let's get some clarifiers there. Why is the Three of Pentacles here, Spirit? Speak to me, speak through me. Show me what we need to see. Okay. King of Cups energy. Let's get that royalty in this piece. All right. And let's see. Speak to me, speak through me. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Okay. Sometimes we gotta move on. Sometimes we gotta move on. So, look, straight up, the way I pulled these cards, you're having to move in order to reach this King of Cup energy. See all this water beneath the King of Cups. So this is what I love about tarot. It just tells a story if you just pay attention to the cards, really paying attention. You see how the King of Cups is sitting on all this water. In order to get to that state of being, you had to leave behind something that you were doing. See, he's traveling in water, probably on his way to this setting so he can become the King of Cups. You know what I mean? And this is very much something the King of Cups would do. They do what they have to and sacrifice and move on, even if it takes leaving behind everything they've ever known, to move on to something better for their family, you know? And then this is the mentality that you share with all these people who are coming around. You guys are good-hearted people. You guys are ambitious people, very, very smart, strategic people. And you guys want to live life. You guys want to love. You want to spread it freely. You want to have the freedom to do that. And that's what's connecting you guys. That similar vision here. But here recently, actually presently, is probably what you're going to go through now, maybe even today, is the Knight of Swords. In order to leave this behind, you have to purge whatever it is, whatever feelings that you have attached to whatever's keeping you, from progressing. You got to purge that shit, straight up. And this also can represent someone who's been dealing with anxiety. Definitely me, I call it anxiety. But I actually had an epiphany a couple days ago. Let me pull the other cards and I'll come back to that story. But let's get some clarifiers here, because I bet it's going to back up exactly what I was about to say. All right, can you speak to me, speak to me. What am I meant to see? What am I meant to see? Speak to me, speak through me. What am I meant to see? Okay, here we go. Another king. King of Pentacles. All right. Let's see here. Another king coming down the same position it did in the last piece. All right, speak to me, speak through me. Show me what I need to see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And the Ace of Swords. Ain't that crazy? King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Look, you had a King and the Swords card in the past, and still another King and another Swords card in the future. That's wild. All right, so let's talk about this. The Nine of Swords. This represents anxiety. And back to what I was saying about that epiphany, I was realizing I really just kind of like dug. I really just kind of like unpacked my thoughts on like why I'm anxious. I pretty much asked myself, you know what? Why am I so anxious? You know, and then anxiety is obviously something based in fear. Like anxiety is a fear of what might happen if something goes wrong or what could happen, might happen in the future. It's a negative perspective towards the future, right? And I was like, well, why do I have a negative perspective like towards the future? Because, you know, I'm currently living in the future version of my past self, and the things that I was worried about happened either already happened and I'm all right, or haven't happened. So either way, like I'm still here and everything's fine and I'm still on my journey. So as far as what I'm looking, like what am I, you know, afraid of considering, I mean, like as it pertains to like my future, right? So it's just the future of essentially just being in a position where I'm humiliated, when I'm embarrassed, when I'm feeling shame. And then once I realized that, I was like, you know, shame is like the absolute worst emotion that you can possibly feel. Like it's at the bottom of the Hawkins scale. And that's what I've been like pretty much living my life out of. And it just hit me that, you know, that's essentially what anxiety is. Anxiety is fear of shame, pretty much. And then so going into the cards here, what this is telling me is, again, you have to purge this feeling or cut ties with whatever feelings got you like anxious and in fear of shame, in order to become the King of Pentacles, which is to have abundance and control, like essentially over your life. And to have like, I feel like, again, like an epiphany, that's what the Ace of Swords is. You just had like a mind-blowing breakthrough that you realize, and I feel like that's what's going to put you in the King of Pentacles energy, or at least give you an idea like how to get there. But before you can, like, just overarching, like, you have to cut ties with your shame. You feel me? So let's go on to the present position card, which is the Hierophant. And again, like, I feel like this is you. I feel like this is another epiphany I actually just had today. It's like I have a really huge pet peeve about like not being listened to. Like nothing like gets under my skin more than when I feel like I'm not being heard. And I wonder, why is that? You know, if I'm to believe what I believe, that, you know, contrast is meant to direct you towards what you want or what you really want to be. So it pretty much like led me to realize that, you know, my whole purpose in life is to be heard. That's why it irritates me so much when I feel like I'm not, because it's on the opposite side of the vibration than I'm meant to be. I hope you guys got that. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit, but like I said, it really just kind of like hit me this morning. So, and that's why I say like the Hierophant, that's someone who teaches, that's someone that people obviously seek counsel from, you know, and particularly things about spirituality, which is exactly why I started this channel, you know. And I'm also getting ready to begin my shadow work coaching program, and where I would essentially, be this person, a spiritual guide. So just because this is a collective reading, I'm going to say that this also could mean that you're going to seek somebody like this or find somebody like this. But I feel like whoever is watching this is connecting with this is representing them. They're the Hierophant. So let's see what the cards got to say about it. Spirit, speak to me, speak through me. Spirit, speak to me, speak through me. Okay. Another royal card, Queen of Wands. All right. And I love that came out. I absolutely love that came out. There is not a more unapologetically themselves, authentic, and just full of desire and fire as person is like the Queen of Wands. Like there's no more unapologetically, authentic. That's what that like represents. And I love seeing that there because the Queen of Wands is somebody that is like, look, we're gonna handle business, but we're gonna have fun. Like we're gonna do the damn thing. That's the Queen of Wands energy. We're gonna get what we want. We're gonna do what we want. I would say the King is more we're gonna get what we want. The Queen is more so we're gonna do what we want energy. So let me get the other card. And the Chariot. It's time to make that move. It's time to actually make that move towards what the fuck you want. And then that's what you're either going to learn how to do from somebody, or like I said earlier, if this is you, this is what you're going to teach somebody to do. And with that being said, keep an eye on my channel later. I'm going to do a whole separate video on the announcement of my shadow work course. Be on the lookout this week, soon, possibly even today. But with that being said, I hope this resonated with you. I hope you guys have a great day, and peace.